Greetings children. Let us continue with the lesson Climate of India. We have been discussing on seasons in India. We have completed summer season and we have started with southwest monsoon season yesterday, and we discussed about the phenomena, that is mechanism, as well as their condition. Southwest monsoon season is otherwise known as summer monsoon season because it is a continual phenomena of summer. After summer, the southwest monsoon season arrives between the month of June to September, and the general condition of this period is hot with high temperature and with heavy rainfall to moderate rainfall throughout the country. Then we started with the mechanism of southwest monsoon winds, as how southwest monsoon winds blow from the permanent wind, and the Arabian Sea branch we have discussed. We will have a quick recap of this branch again. We have seen that this is the equator that passes to the south of India, and there is a permanent wind, southeast trade winds, which is blowing from subtropical high pressure to equatorial low pressure belt. By the month of May, end of May, the land experiences high temperature, therefore it develops low pressure, whereas the sea by that time has high pressure when compared to the land. So the general phenomena is the wind blows from high pressure to low pressure region. So the permanent wind, southeast trade winds, due to Coriolis effect and due to high pressure in the sea and low pressure in the land, they deflect as southwest monsoon winds, and this is called as Arabian Sea branch. The first state to receive this branch is Kerala, and the first place to receive this is Kanyakumari. And we have seen three parts or three branches of Arabian Sea branch. The first branch is blocked by Western Ghats. Therefore, western slopes of Western Ghats receives rainfall, whereas the eastern slopes is a leeward side with less rainfall. The next branch passes over river Narmada and reaches Chota Nagpur plateau to give rainfall. And the third branch passes parallel to Aravalli and hits the foothill of Himalayas, giving rainfall in northern plains. This is the phenomena of Arabian Sea, or this is the mechanism of Arabian Sea branch, which we have discussed yesterday. So Arabian Sea branch blows from high pressure sea to low pressure land, therefore it is called as onshore winds. Today let us go and discuss detail about the Bay of Bengal branch. What happens is, when southeast trade winds deflect as southwest monsoon winds, they hit the tip of the peninsula, that is Kanyakumari region, the tip. By hitting the tip, it gets separated into two branches. That's how it is Arabian Sea branch, and the other one is the Bay of Bengal branch. As it blows over Bay of Bengal, it is called as Bay of Bengal branch. It blows towards Myanmar, that is Bangladesh, and Myanmar, that is Burma. We have the Himalayas continuing there as Arakan Yoma hills. So as they hit, they take diversion and blows over the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Here is where the Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch meets to give rainfall in Chota Nagpur Plateau. So this is one diversion. The other one is the wind that reaches the Garo Kasi Jaintia hills. We have learnt in the Purvachal hills, Garo, Kasi and Jaintia, which blocks this wind so that windward side of the Garo Kasi hills or Purvachal hills receives heavy rainfall, whereas the Shillong, that is the capital of Assam, which is in the leeward side, receives less rainfall. So this is the first diversion, that is it take diversion to the Chota Nagpur Plateau by hitting Arakan Yoma and use rainfall in Chota Nagpur Plateau. Secondly, the Bay of Bengal branch, which hits the Garo Kasi Jaintia hills. Being these hills are of high altitude, the windward side receives heavy rainfall and the leeward side receives less rainfall. And this wind also blow over the northern plains and meet the Arabian Sea branch at the foothill of Himalayas and gives rainfall in the northern plains. Clearer? So, this branch, when it reaches the foothill of Himalayas or when it meets the Arabian Sea branch, most of its moisture is shed in this region. So, when it reaches the foothill of Himalayas closer to Delhi, most of its moisture is shed. So, this is what is the Bay of Bengal mechanism of monsoon. Okay, so a quick recap. Southeast trade winds, when they deflect a southwest monsoon wind, they get divided into two by hitting the tip of the peninsula as Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. We have discussed detail about the Arabian Sea branch. Today we have seen Bay of Bengal branch. Bay of Bengal branch blow towards the West Bengal and it reaches Myanmar, where it hits Arakan Yoma hills and gives rainfall in the West Bengal, and the branch which hits the Garo Kasi Jaintia hills, windward side they give heavy rainfall, leeward side the rainfall is less, and it takes diversion and gives rainfall in the Chota Nagpur Plateau by meeting the Arabian Sea branch, and the other branch also blows over northern plains to meet Arabian Sea branch, but before they reach the Arabian Sea branch, most of its moisture is shed. So this is what is about the Bay of Bengal branch. Let us discuss in the slide with the key points too. The mechanism of Bay of Bengal branch. Bay of Bengal branch approaches towards Myanmar and southeast Bangladesh. Because of the presence of the Arakan Hill, they are deflected towards the Indian subcontinent. The diagram is also depicted in the map in your book. So kindly read and go through the book. So the monsoon enters West Bengal from south and southeast instead of southwest. Though this name of the wind is southwest monsoon winds, being in the northern plains, they blow from south and east. It is not called a southeast monsoon, it is called a southwest monsoon, but Bay of Bengal branch blows from southeast. Okay. This branch is divided into two as we have seen. One running along the Ganga plains. Ganga plains are nothing but the northern plains, and the other along the Brahmaputra valley. This is the Brahmaputra valley which I am indicating in the video. These branches cause heavy rainfall in the Ganga plains, Brahmaputra valley, Garo-Khasi hills of Meghalaya. By Bay of Bengal branch, these are the three regions getting heavy rainfall: Ganga plains, Ganga-Khasi Jaintia hills, and Brahmaputra valley. The next is the Monsoon and Sirapunji. Hope you have heard of these places. The world's highest rainfall receiving region. It is a part of this Khasi hills. They receive heavy rainfall because this branch hits this hills. Clear? Now we will discuss about the rainfall mechanism or rainfall due to southwest monsoon. How the rainfall occurs in southwest monsoon. When we check out the amount of rainfall, it is based upon the three factors. Number one, it is the Himalayas. As the Himalayas being the barrier, rainfall is received in northern plains. Next, Western Ghats. As Western Ghats serves as a barrier, Western slopes receives heavy rainfall. As Purvachal Hills or Garo-Khasi Hills serves as a barrier, this part receives heavy rainfall. Whereas Aravalli being parallel, this place becomes no rainfall region. Because the wind, either Bay of Bengal branch could not reach or cross over Aravalli, or the Arabian Sea branch, they go parallel giving no rainfall. Finally, one more region we need to care is the east coast. East coast also the region with less rainfall in the southwest monsoon winds. The reason is, for the Arabian Sea branch, it is the rain shadow region. For Bay of Bengal branch, they lie parallel. So this is the region with less rainfall. So when we discuss about the heavy rainfall region, it is western slopes of Western Ghats, Purvachal hills, that is Khasi Jaintia hills, foothill of Himalayas. These are the heavy rainfall region along with Chota Nagpur plateau. No rainfall region is beyond Aravalli. Less rainfall region is the east coast. So this is the general rainfall pattern by southwest monsoon winds. This we will discuss in the slide. The windward and the leeward side of Western Ghats. Windward side receives heavy rainfall. Leeward side receives less rainfall. The example for it is Mahabaleshwar. It is a place in the windward side, and Pune is a place in the leeward side of Western Ghats. Mahabaleshwar receives about 200 centimeter rainfall, whereas Pune receives around 100 centimeter rainfall. Though they are in the Western Ghats, one is in the windward side, the other is in the leeward side. This is how Western Ghats plays an important role in the rainfall of a region. Next, Purvachal Hills. We have discussed the heavy rainfall in the Meghalaya. That is not only in Meghalaya, in northeastern states, because of the Purvachal Hill being a barrier for Bay of Bengal branch of southwest monsoon winds. Next is east to west in North or Gangetic Plains. It means that Bay of Bengal branch blows from east to west. So in the east, the rainfall will be heavy. The west, rainfall will be less. Because on its way, the moisture is shed and the rainfall becomes less. It decreases a shed of moisture on its path. When they move from east to west, they shed their moisture mostly. East coast. As I have discussed, think about the Tamil Nadu coast. It serves as a rain shadow region for Arabian Sea branch and parallel to Bay of Bengal branch. This is how the rainfall condition for the east coast. So general characteristics of southwest monsoon winds are Arabian Sea branch is more powerful than Bay of Bengal because the entire branch enters the Indian Mass, faces the Western Ghats after crossing the vast open Arabian Sea. From the Arabian Sea, immediate reaches through the west coast. That's the reason why Arabian Sea branch is more powerful than Bay of Bengal, because Bay of Bengal branch blows for several distance to reach the land, whereas Arabian Sea branch immediately reaches the land. Bulk of rainfall is received during this season throughout the country except Tamil Nadu being in the east coast. As we have seen, it becomes a rain shadow, or for the Bay of Bengal branch it becomes parallel. The amount of rainfall depends on the relief of the region, as we have seen. Already I have discussed the Himalayas, Western Ghats, Purvachal, Aravalli plays a main role in determining the amount of rainfall. Again, the most important is the rain is unreliable. We cannot expect the same amount of rainfall every year. It differs. Sometimes it outpours, it sometimes windless. There are even dry intervals. They say it as failure of monsoon. Therefore, the main characteristic of southwest monsoon winds are sporadic, that is unreliable, unpredictable, uneven. The rainfall is not even throughout the country. It differs from place to place. This is the characteristics of southwest monsoon winds. After listening to the video, read the book content, underline the keywords and complete the given questions from the book back exercise. Question 1 ABCD question and question 2 ABC. Question 3 ABCD. In D question, do only 1 and 2. I have checked out with the questions which has been covered in our classes. So kindly do. I'll give an audio recording along to be taken care before you do the homework, because certain points and certain terms are expected. Listen to the audio recording, then start with your homework. Okay? Your homework will reveal me if you have listened to it or not. So kindly listen to this video, read the lesson, listen to the audio recording for the homework and then do the homework. If you have any doubts regarding the lesson, or if you couldn't understand or if it is not clear, post your doubts to rjmantrastandard10@gmail.com. Thank you.